Polaris. I think you should keep that company name in your mind because this is a very promising startup from Germany. I think Europe is showing again what it can do. And so Polaris is a space company similar to SpaceX in a sense, but much smaller. But they have a very new technology. It's actually an old technology called Aerospike, but they have made advances in it. And if they are successful at really developing this to the end, at commercializing it, what it will allow for is that you can actually send flights to space just starting from a regular airport, right? So it's not a rocket, you can just take off like you would with an airplane, and then you can go to space. And what's really cool about this is, first of all, if we can make it work, if they can make it work, Europe has better access to space. We're not dependent on some Chinese space venture. We're not dependent on SpaceX anymore. We can actually launch efficiently things into space. And when I say things, I not only mean satellites, you can also launch drones for military surveillance. And the cool thing is you don't need to start it from some faraway base, for example, in the north of South America, as the European Union often does, or from the north of Norway. You can actually just start at a normal airport and then go to space directly, which is strategically very good for Europe because it opens up a lot of possibilities. The other thing that is really cool is that this is actually founded by one guy from DLR, the German Space Research Institute. And he and another colleague, they actually funded the business with 20,000 euros that they pulled together, right? Which is nothing. And he's been working on it for 5 years straight. And maybe he won't be able to make it, right? There's, of course, a lot of criticism that he won't have the resources, he won't be able to do the manufacturing process well. And these are all important hurdles, right? There's no denying that. But I think you just have to appreciate the fighting spirit of somebody who just sits there basically alone for a lot of years and keeps iterating and builds something. And of course, now that Germany is spending a lot of money on defense, this really fits into the picture. And now there's a real chance to make this happen. And we need more people like that in Europe so we can emancipate ourselves from China and from the United States, who obviously are not our friends anymore.